Raymond Crickens here with us. We appreciate the ambassador being with us, and we're pleased that our new Consul General, Lee McClenny, who is now newly arrived in Montreal about 3 weeks ago, is a dynamic addition to our U.S. consulate here, and we're fortunate to have him, and we're just delighted. I hope most of you get a chance to meet and speak to Lee this evening. When I first arrived here in June of '05, I did what you usually do. I was at the second day on the job. I was with other ambassadors, and as ambassadors do, you walk up and say, "So how long you been in country?" So I walk up to the Greek ambassador, and I say, "So how long you been here?" And he said, "5 winters." Being from South Carolina, I wasn't quite sure what that meant, so I said, "Well, how long is that?" And he said, "A very long time." I have now been in Canada 3 winters. I have a half winter to go. Susan and I will be returning to our beloved state of South Carolina in January after the President leaves office. But we and I consider ourselves, we consider ourselves very blessed to have served and represented our country in your vast and beautiful country for the past 3 years and now 3 months. And I have to confess to you that we've sort of come to a time in my tenure where events like this are sort of bittersweet, because I know it's sort of coming to the end of the tenure. And for so long, Canada was filled with firsts. You know, there was the first Canada Day, the first question period, the first White Christmas. Our suns came up, we got the snow, we did the sleigh ride, the wives and the suns came up, we had a glorious time. Our first White Christmas as a family ever. I confess to you, I did not anticipate when I came to Canada of enjoying my first White Easter. But I experienced that a few months after my first White Christmas. And I always said, if I ever enjoy my first White Canada Day here, I'm out of here. I never had to do that. But time has flown by. But I intend to, as we say, sprint to the finish in the roughly 3 months that I have left as U.S. Ambassador. As Tasha said, I've traveled extensively. I've been to all the provinces many times over. I've traveled well over 300,000 miles in the air. I've certainly seen more of your country than I have my own country. And I will tell you that wherever Susan and I go in Canada, we have been blessed to be met with friendship and warmth by Canadian people of all walks of life all over your great country. We've learned a lot about your country as we travel. We've also learned a lot about our own country, seeing it from afar, viewing it through another perspective. And I've come away with a profound appreciation for both the United States and Canada. There are few places in the world where two great democracies live side by side, conduct their state of affairs sometimes very differently, but still manage to thrive and grow despite the changing tides of politics. And now, as we stand at the eve of what will be an historic relationship no matter who wins, 1 week from today, my country will decide who the next President of the United States will be.